Let me just introduce myself real quick. My name is Kruger. I'm a producer, mix engineer, rapper, singer. So in today's video, I'm just gonna show you how to mix your vocals like a pro, how to get that dope sound you've been looking for. So I'm just gonna help you with that today. Yeah, and one more thing, I'm not good in explaining, but I'm just gonna try. I'll try so that all of you can understand this mixing strategy and so. So yeah, let's get into it. So this is the project that I recorded. I'm the one who made the beat, and on the vocals it's not me. On the vocals it's one of my guys, Sister Jonathan. Shout out to you, my nigga. It's Sister Jonathan on the vocals. I'll leave his handles on the comment section. So yeah, let's get into this. So switch off the beat.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them, yeah, I leave them in pieces. All of my dogs, they got no leashes. We came to feast, yeah. Puppy love for my mama, but I am a beast. If somebody reach him, put that on God, go tell him I'm preaching. This is my season. The table is set, the plate on the way, and I eat and I leave them in pieces.
Before we go way too far, just let me know what you think about this mixing chain. Just let me know what you think about it. Okay, let's get into it. So let's go to my mixing chain. Yeah. So this is where my main vocal is rooted. It's on 4. Let me just do like this. As you can see, it's on 4 here. So what is going on here? Each and every time when I start mixing, I listen. Each and every time I happen to listen to the vocal and listen to those sounds that are bothering me and get rid of those. That's why you see ups and downs here. I was getting rid of those sounds that bothers me. Understand? So I'm just gonna play with the EQ and with no EQ. First, let's just play with the EQ on.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them, yeah, I leave them in pieces. All of my dogs, they got no leashes. We came to feast, yeah. Puppy love for my mama, but I am a beast. If somebody read.
So this is with the EQ on. Okay, let's just switch off the EQ.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them, yeah, I leave them in pieces.
I think you can hear the difference. Okay. The second thing that I have on my mixing chain, this vocal right there, what it does, like, it's making my vocal to be on the same level. You understand what I mean? So where I'm high, it's taking me down, and where I'm too low, it's pulling my vocals up. You understand? I just said I don't know how to explain, but I'll try so that you all of you can understand what is going on here. Okay, so let me just play my vocals so that you can get familiar with what this vocal rider thing does.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces.
As you can see here, what is
I leave
going
them
on.
in pieces. I leave them, yeah, I leave them in pieces. All of my dogs, they got no leashes. We came to feast, yeah.
To say after vocal rider, I like to have C6 on my mixing chain. So what I'm doing with this C6, I'm coming after sounds that bothers me. Okay, understand? So actually I'm still cleaning my vocal. That's what I like to do each and every time. I like to clean my vocal. Once my vocal is clean, I'll start to load effects to my vocals and stuff. So now this is my cleaning process. This So what is going on with this what this C6 is here for? I'm taking some of the mids of that were bothering me and stuff, so I'm just gonna let you listen to them. I'm just gonna solo this and take this up.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces.
As you can hear, like there's no way you like that
I leave them
song,
in
never.
pieces. All of my dogs, they got on leashes. We can't.
Let me just undo him, and then this one also. I was just fishing around the sounds that I don't like in my mix. So yeah.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces.
As you can hear that box sound, and I just want those out of my mix. I don't want those on my mix. So yeah. So the next thing that you wanna have on a mixing chain is the Money M Triple D. Actually, what I'm doing with this, I'm still coming after those sounds that bothers me. Like squash them with the C6. I squashed them with my EQ. I try to check out some of them, and I'm coming after them again with Money M Triple D. As you can see here, it's the box, the hasher, um, the hasher and DSR. I'm sorry, I don't even know how do they pronounce that, but yeah, I just did. Okay, I'm just gonna solo my the debug so that you can get familiar with this thing.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces.
So that's the frequency that I took off there.
Yeah, I leave them in.
And then the DSR part.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them. Yeah.
And the DSR.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces.
I didn't do much. Okay. So let's move to the next thing, guys. The next thing is the DSR. I think we all know what DSR does, guys. Like DSR is there to catch all those T's and S's and stuff. Like I told you, I don't know how to explain, but I just hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so that's what DSR does, guys. Like it catches the S's and T's and stuff. So I'm just gonna play with and without.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces.
As you can see,
I leave them in
you can see
pieces.
what is going on here.
I leave them. Yeah, I leave them in pieces. All of my dogs, they got on leashes. We came to feast. Yeah, puppy.
It's catching those T's and S's and yeah. Okay, let's move to the next effect. My next effect is this thing. Okay.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces.
This is my compressor. So what I have here is my compressor. This H compressor from Waves.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces.
So I'm just gonna play with and without, so that we can hear the difference.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them. Yeah, I leave them in pieces. All of my dogs, they got on leashes. We came to feast.
I'm just gonna switch it off.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them. Yeah, I leave them in pieces.
this compressor part, I'm just gonna make another video for it, explaining how to use it. Actually, just cause it's a long story. I don't lie. Okay, let's move to the next effect. Now I'm starting to add effects to my to my vocal, just cause it's now clean, and I'm now starting to add effects to it. I think it makes sense. Just cause you let me just shut up. You're gonna be like I talk too much. So let me just shut up. Okay, this is my my Autotune. This is my Autotune. This real time tune from Waves. Yeah, that's the Autotune that I'm using here. So what is going on here? My beat key is C sharp minor, so that's why my Autotune is on C sharp minor. It's because my beat is in. By the time I made the beat, it was on C sharp minor. Okay. Let's get going. After the Autotune, what I have is API 550. It's more like with this one, what I'm doing, I'm boosting my highs. You understand? I'm just boosting my highs. It was like this on default, and then I just I happen to drag it to 4 where it is right now. Let me just play with and without, so that you can you can hear what this thing is doing here.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them, yeah, I leave them in pieces. All of my dogs, they got on leashes. We came to feast, yeah. Puppy love.
Yeah, that's it. You can hear the difference. You can tell the difference. So the other thing that I have on my mixing chain, the last thing actually, is Pro MB. I don't even know how do they, what is this for, but I just like this. It's cause I just loaded it on my mixing chain, and it was sounding nice. So why not just used it? Okay. Where did I get it? I got it here on mix bars and stuff. I think this thing is more like a compressor. I can tell just cause I've never used this before. This is my first time using this. It's like a compressor. Let me just play for you so that you can get familiar with what it does. And so I'm just gonna play with it and without.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them, yeah, I leave them in pieces. All of my dogs, they got on leashes. We came to feast, yeah. Puppy love.
You can tell the difference. So yeah, after that, what I have, there's my channel 4. So I just route my channel 4 to actually, okay, let me do this. This is where my reverb and my whatever, okay, my reverb and my delay is, my reverb is on 14, and my delay is on 14 or so. So as you can see here, you can see this coming here. I don't know, what do they call them? I don't know, maybe I have to call them plugs. No, enough for the jokes. That's not plugs, guys. Don't ever. So I'm just gonna start with the delay and explain why I did what I did. So yeah, this is my delay. I used Valhalla, Vintage Verb, and there are more characters here. You can choose 1970s, 1980s, and now. So I just chose now just cause we live in this generation. We are no longer back there. Hey, I'm just kidding, guys. Okay, just do what works for you. That's all I can say. Okay. So let's go. This is my vintage verb, and there is a compressor coming after it. I'll explain after why I did what I did. Okay, and then I'm cutting the lows and highs with this EQ. So let me just play with and without.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them, yeah, I leave them in pieces. All of my dogs, they got no leashes. We came to feast.
Okay, so let me explain. On this one, I didn't touch anything. Let me just leave this like this. On the reverb, I didn't touch anything. So on this limiter, okay, I have to turn this on and turn this off. This limiter, why is there? It's because
Yeah, I
let me
leave them
play
in
so that you can
pieces.
see
I
what is
leave them
going
in
on.
pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them, yeah, I leave them in pieces.
I don't want my reverb to be all over. So what is this thing doing? Like, it's doing a great job there. Like, wherever my reverb is way too high, is taking it down so that it can be on the. Let me just play with no limiter so that we can understand why.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces.
You can tell that my reverb just made it made my vocals to be muddy, and I don't understand. Like, I think I just told you that, guys, I don't know how to understand, but you can tell, like, you just hear the sound. Also, let me play with fruit limiter.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them, yeah.
It's sounding nice, so why not? So that's what I do each and every time when I'm mixing my vocals. Is I like to have a compressor after my reverb, so that, yeah, it can control my reverb. Okay, this is Fruit EQ2. I just opened to cut the lows and highs, and that was it.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them.
And the last thing, guys, and not least, is the delay.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's my
I
delay.
leave them in pieces. All of my dogs, they got no leashes. We came.
So let me just open so that you can see. So this is my delay, guys. It's ping pong. I don't even know why does this mean, and wow, what are they there for? Like, I don't wanna lie. I don't know. I just like it like this. And what I did here, I just took this high and low pass, like I just took it all the way the middle, like, so that I can have that pocket sound. I don't know. It's more like let me just show you. Let me just load an EQ. It's more like I just did this. to my reverb so that I can have that radio effect sound, but it's not more like radio effect sound. It's just nice. Okay, so that's it today, guys. That's it for today, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Just cause I only work with a family and you ain't part of the family till you hit the subscribe button. So see you on my next video, guys. Just tell me on the comment section what you wanna see next, if you don't mind. And I would like you to support me by subscribing and liking this video. Thank you. See you on my next video.
Yeah, I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them in pieces. I leave them, yeah. I leave them in pieces. All of my dogs, they got no leashes. We came to feast, yeah. Puppy love for my mama, but I am a beast. If somebody reach him, put that on God, go tell him I'm preaching. This is my season. The table is set, the plate on the way, and I eat and I leave him in pieces. All of my dogs, they got no leashes. We came to feast, yeah. Puppy love for my mama, but I am a beast. If somebody reach him, put that on God, go tell him I'm preaching. This is my season. The table is set, the plate on the way, and I eat and I leave him in pieces.